welcome to Recall Game Exploits, and this is Random News. The incredibly controversial game, to be polite, Hatred, which is a mass murderer game in an isometric view where you just basically gun down innocent civilians and police officers for no reason other than you're an arsehole wearing a black trench coat because stereotypes, went up on Steam Greenlight today. Yeah, it went up on Steam Greenlight today. It was up for no more than a few hours, and then it was quickly removed. According to Valve, it was removed due to the overwhelming reaction from the community, and they decided that they could not allow a game as such to stay on their Steam Greenlight system or on Steam in general. So, I mean, it's a bit of censorship going on in a way, but I can really understand why they've decided to censor this game, because you literally are told to walk out of your front door, and this happens in the trailer. There'll be some screenshots. You walk out your front door and then just shoot people for no reason, other than that you've lost it because you're a bit of a psycho. I don't know. There's no real description other than you must murder as many people as possible in the game. Other than that, as far as I know, the trailer pretty much lays it down as you hate the world and now it's time to take down as many people as you can before you die. So that sounds like the premise of the game. Not much is known other than that. The trailer sums it up. The reason why I haven't used any gameplay footage but I've used screenshots is because, well, obviously I can't play this game, and I put this up as quick as possible and wanted to actually show you what the game entails. So you get a good idea from these screenshots. If you want to see more, then the trailer's still up on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, there's not much really to it other than just randomly shooting people. So I mean, normally I'm really sad when games get censored or anything along those lines, really. Like when South Park got censored, I thought it was ridiculous on consoles. That got censored in the EU and Australia, and that really did piss me off. But with this game, I really couldn't give two shits. It's one of those games that just needs to be censored, I think. When you've got most of the community trying to say, hey, we're not all violent nutters, you got some violent nutters putting out some violent nutter game which is going to drag the rest of us down if it got released. I think that the majority of the world has come a long way in the way that they see games in the world. Unlike years and years ago, we used to have witch hunts as to what game was turning everyone to a psychopath. Obviously now we've got ESRB ratings, we've got the PEGI, we have these rating systems, people starting to get clued up. There are still the odd stupid parents that get their kids inappropriate games, even though they know that their child is under the age of 18, they still buy it for them, and these people need a slap. They need a wake-up call. But this is one of those games where it is just depicting violence for violence sake. There's no artistic merit, there's no point to it, it's just a massacre. We don't need that kind of bad press, to be honest, and I think that it's our duty as gamers to turn around and say, no, this game is actually wrong. I mean, violence in games is okay, sex in games is okay, and drugs in games are okay. But when there's no narrative, there's no nothing, it's just murder things for the sake of it, just to piss people off, then fuck off. You're just making a bad name for us again. I always say in my personal life that when it comes to games, if you can get away with it in a film, then you should be able to do it in a game. It's as simple as that. But with this particular game, the way it is depicted, or the way it's depicted in the trailer, if that is true to the game, then this is just wrong. I've even seen a film called Rampage, and that is literally the same sort of thing. A guy goes walking out of his front door and just starts massacring people, and for the longest time in the film you don't know why he is doing it, and then you find out why. There is a twist to the film. I'm not going to ruin it just in case people want to see it or whatever. I doubt it though. But there's a twist to the film. There is a narrative plot, and it's kind of clever at the end. For the most part, I mean, a lot of people think of it as trash, and it is trash. It is trash. It's a trashy film, but it had a point to make, and it made that point. This game doesn't appear to have a point to make, and it seems that the point that they're making, according to the developer's website, is, hey, we don't want to be all mainstream and pander up to those people that want to be all nicey-nicey, so we just made a violent game because fuck you. That's pretty much, I mean, that's not word for word what he says, but that's pretty much what they're getting at, and it's just like, oh, fuck off, mate. Fuck off. You utter prat. Even Mortal Kombat has an intriguing story, it has an interesting universe and lore to the game, and people do actually play it for the storyline. I can't wait to see what the story brings in Mortal Kombat 10, as well as the fatalities. Don't get me wrong, it's still gore porn when it comes to Mortal Kombat, but it's so insanely ridiculous, it's comical. Whereas this game, Hatred, is not comical in any sense of the word. So yeah, thank you for watching Really Cool Gaming Exploits. That's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. Do that stuff that every other channel tells you to do, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.